guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, welcome. So in today's video, I kind of want to tell you guys what happened with my hair in these last couple months, these last 3-4 months. I want to kind of tell you guys what's been going on with my hair. I have not been very active, but I do want to tell y'all what's been going on so y'all can avoid making the same mistake. Because yeah, I was a little pissed, I'm not gonna lie. So we're just gonna go ahead and hop into the video. So I'm gonna go back in February. As some of you may know already, I did like a 3-inch chop to my hair. Cut like 3 inches off. By the end of the summer, by August maybe, it was all back. My hair was back. So let me see, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, 6 months. 6 months it was all back. I don't know, I could have just did that math in my head. Anyways, it was all back and I loved it. I was happy with it, but I started to see more tangles. I started to see more unevenness. I started to see more brittleness and dryness in my hair. I had took my hair down back in, I believe it was May, and I just left it down all summer. From May to August, I left my hair alone, left it down. Or May to July. Might have been August. Yeah, it was August. Yeah. So from May to August, I left my hair down completely. I just did my routine, which is where I wash my hair once a week. I condition, I deep condition, I put my leave-in conditioner in, I put my gel or whatever defining curl custard I use, and I put my oil over top that and I leave it alone. And doing that for the few months I did it, I saw tremendous growth in my hair. I saw a lot of growth. My hair had grew a lot. I loved it. Did it for 3 months. Hair grew right back. So by the end of summer, I was like, okay, my hair, I noticed how uneven my hair was. I noticed how brittle it was, especially in the back. I have low porosity hair, so my hair was extremely uneven and extremely brittle in the back of my head. That's my problem area, the back of my head. So, and I really knew I wanted my hair to be, I've always wanted my hair to be the same length. I know that probably is crazy, but I've always wanted my hair to be the exact same length. Just because, like, I don't know, I just wanted it to be healthy. I don't want it to be the same length, whatever. So I ended up flat ironing my hair, really to see if I had had any growth and to see how healthy my hair was. And yes, I had a lot of growth. I had a ton of growth. So I cracked the code to growing my hair. A regiment is what was key for me growing my hair. I could grow my hair to my ass, excuse me, my language, with the regimen I have. But my hair does not retain moisture very well since I have low porosity. So that problem coming, like, even throughout the week, I saw the most growth, I feel like, because I would re-moisturize my hair 2 to 3 times a week in between washes. So it was like the day I got it washed, moisturize it, 2 to 3 days later, moisturize it again. Maybe a day or two before I have to wash it, I have to moisturize it again, or my hair becomes very, very brittle. It seems like a wasted product, but for some reason it just has to be moisturized, even if, you know, if it's dry. If it's dry. So it's not always dry. Anyways, I'm rambling. So I cracked the code to unlocking my hair, to keeping, you know, helping it grow. However, in the back, I did not really, it wasn't like, yes, it had grown, but it wasn't as healthy as I wanted it to be. So I flat ironed it. I'm expecting to maybe chop a little bit off, and no. Once I flat ironed my hair, I'm gonna see if I can find a picture. Once I flat ironed my hair, y'all, I was so disappointed. I was so sad because there was like spaces all through my hair. Not holes, but holes all through my hair. Like, I'll show a picture of it somewhere over here. And so I was like, oh my God, so I'm gonna have to cut this off. I cut some off, turned back around, took my picture because that's how I do my hair. I flat iron, and then I turn around and I take a picture to see what I need to cut off. And that's what I did. And y'all, I did it again, cut some off, turned around, took a picture. I needed to cut more. So after I got about like to right here, with my hair, all of it looked healthy except in the back of my head. So about that much in the back of my head was very unhealthy, extremely unhealthy. It needed like a really blunt, really short cut back there because it was so freaking uneven. There were spaces all through it. It had thinned out. It had broke off. It was so brittle. Even though I had just did my hair, it was like fried. And I'm not gonna lie, I was a little sad about this cut because I was like, okay, I just grew my hair back out. But I cut it off. Part of the reason I had that is because the last time I cut, I guess I did not get all of it. I felt like I did, but I got what was on top of it. So what was under it was still there. So you couldn't really tell that it needed to cut. So yes, I sectioned it off this time. I cut the dead ends off. I got about that much hair in the back of my head. I'm not gonna lie. So it went from that to that. Okay. I cut the most off. Like I was cutting pieces that long off the back in the back of my hair. And it was, of course, when I stretched it out, it wasn't that long when it was curly. But this was when it was flat ironed. So I cut it off and I was pretty sad about it. But I started trying to focus on moisturizing my hair back there and seeing why. That's when it made me realize, okay, why does my hair keep breaking off in the back? Why is the back of my head so dry? And I'm just going to go through a few things that I saw, what I was doing that made me realize, okay, this is making my hair dry. Okay. One, I had stopped, like, I would just put my hair up in a bun and I was sleeping with no bonnet on. I'm not going to lie. No bonnet. I was like, yeah, I have satin pillowcases, but I was not sleeping with a bonnet on. And I do feel like I should have slept with a bonnet on. For me, sleeping with a bonnet on, it just, if I don't sleep with a bonnet on, I was just falling asleep some nights. And I felt like, okay, this is on my satin pillowcase. I should be good. No. I was falling asleep with no bonnet on. I'm waking up the next day. It's all matted. It's all tangled in the back. So I have to sit there and detangle it. And sometimes my hair was breaking off. My hair was coming out. And it had been tangled. That's number one. Number two, I don't feel like I was moisturizing as good as I should have. Like, I would moisturize back there, but because it wasn't as defined as the rest of my hair, I wouldn't put too much focus on it. That sounds weird, I know, but I wasn't putting as much focus on it because it wasn't as moisturized in the back. It wasn't as moisturized in the back because it was parched and dying of thirst. So that's another thing. I was not moisturizing it in the back the way that I needed to. Three, I would say, styles. If I was putting my hair into a bun, a high bun or whatever, it was a very tight one. And I'm pretty sure it was pulling my hair out. Sometimes there would be hair wrapped around the satin scrunchie. So tightness, lack of moisture, lack of preserving my wash and goes. So yeah, so while my hair was growing, it was still break. And then also, I don't feel like I cut all the damage off. Like I said earlier, I did not cut all the damage off of my hair the last trim back in February. I thought I did because when I turned around, it looked even. But what I did this time that was different. I sectioned it off, put the top up, and I just looked at like the back, and it was like hella uneven. It was like, it was so uneven. It was bad. It was bad. So right now my hair is uneven. Right now my hair is all over the place. It's up top is longer, and as you go down, it's kind of like a bob haircut. At the top is longer, but as you go like towards the back, it's shorter. And it just is what it is. I'll trim it and even it out as it grows out, because right now my goal is healthy hair, not long hair. I've already cracked the code to growing my hair. I can cut my hair and grow my hair right back. I've cracked that code. Even though my hair is not the longest, it's because of length retention. So I'm focusing on length retention right now. I'm focusing on keeping my length, because I did used to do very good, but as time goes on, your hair needs change, and my hair definitely changed. Like the back of my head needs more care than it did. So my length retention issue is with the back of my hair. It is a tighter curl pattern than the rest of my hair. So it needs more love than the rest of my hair, if that makes sense. So yeah, it's something to think about. I just went ahead and then for me, after all of that, I trimmed it off, put a wig on and everything, y'all. I put this wig on and this wig rubbed my hair raw. Like rubbed my scalp in the back raw. And it was because I had like this very thick, very strong band in the wig just to secure it. The wig was a little tight, for one. For two, I had a band in the back. I don't know. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention. I have other stuff going on, so I was a little sidetracked. Maybe I wasn't paying attention, but I don't know why I even put that wig on and left it on for as long as I did. After a week of having it on, I just felt like very irritated in the back of my head. Like it was like hair was breaking off because it was dry. It was too dry to be like that. Like I said, I don't focus on the back of my head enough. So it was already dry, and then with the band rubbing on my hair all day, on my scalp and my hair all day long with the wig on for 7 days out of the week, it was breaking off. So my hair, it started to bald in a way. Like it started to bald. It got bad. The health of my hair in the back is not up to par to be wearing a wig, in my opinion. It's just not up to par right now to even be wearing my hair down. So I did a sew-in, and this is the sew-in. You can't tell me this ain't my hair. Oh yeah, I thought so. Okay, you can't tell me that this ain't my hair, but this is a wig. This is my hair right here. If you could see, like, it's just as long as the sew-in. Just as long as the sew-in. The only issue is, like, this is the front. Just as long as the sew-in. The only thing is, I just wanted my hair to be even. So it's pretty realistic. The back just wasn't this long. The rest of my hair before I cut it was about this long. Now that I'm looking at it. It was about this long before I cut it. But the back, it wasn't full like this, and it wasn't even. So it didn't look like this. But I just did a sew-in because it doesn't rub the back of my head. And also, if you are a gym girly, okay, I go to the gym at my apartment complex and everything. So if you're a gym girly like I am, then the sew-in is so much better because you don't have to worry about a wig sliding off your head. So I love that. But definitely I want y'all to come on this journey of like retaining the length in the back of my hair. I've done it. I know how to retain length, but in the back of my hair, I do have 4C hair. So in the back of my head, I have 4C hair. It's harder to manage. It's harder to maintain. So it's not as loose of a curl pattern and all this other stuff. So I will be trying to nurse the back of my head back to health. I want y'all to come on that journey with me. I want y'all to see, like, I'm going to be really moisturizing and really taking care of my hair a lot better. Right now, I just have this sewing in. I'm going to leave this in for a while. I want to grow my hair back. And I want about, these are 18-inch bundles. So I wanted about this long. That's the goal right now. I want it about this long. I want my hair to be 18 inches. This is just 18 inches. Curly is longer if you stretch it out. So yeah, I have not been doing my little videos, so I'm probably a little rusty making this little video. So don't not too much on me, okay? But thank you for watching. I absolutely love the sew-in. I think I'm gonna do more videos. I've really been enjoying it. It's so nice not having to worry about, is my lace showing? Normally my baby hairs are done and stuff like that, and it matches very, very well. I blended this myself. I sewed it in myself. These are just regular human hair bundles. I had tried the clip-ins and I was like, no. Can't do it. Sew in me, please. And this time I really enjoyed my sew-in. Next time I'm thinking about adding an extra bundle. These are 2 full bundles. These are 2 full bundles, like just two bundles. Like, this hair is amazing. I got this hair from Jenny's actually, and I absolutely love it. I love it. It's natural. I don't have to do too much to it. Just detangle it like it's my hair and go. Sometimes I get these little hair balls on here, but I'm just be gentle with the hair. This hair does shed, but it doesn't shed too much unless I just comb it. So I'm over here giving y'all a review on the hair. But yes, that's what happened with my hair. So I want y'all to come on this journey of me regrowing the hair in the back of my head and nursing it back to health. I'm not really worried about the rest of my hair, but in the back, it's like that much in the back. It's 4C and it's extremely dry. And I just didn't take care of it the way that I wish I would have. So much has been going on this year. I kind of neglected my hair. So it's cool, you know. I mean, I'm not perfect. So we're going to nurse it back to health. Thank you for watching, y'all. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you like this video. Follow me on TikTok at Lush Length. Follow me on Instagram at Lush Length by Nikki J. And I'll see y'all later. Bye.